welcome to the cleaning of Jamie's behind. You're such an asswipe. You're such an asswipe. That's what she really thinks right now.
Those sayings like in the 80s, 90s.
Because calling somebody a piece of toilet paper didn't sound mean enough? I don't know.
You're calling me a useful tool? Yeah, this is another way of a tool.
Gotta love it, guys. Trash can, gloves. Basketball player, he is not. Anyways, so we were getting ready to go live, and Jamie's behind was slightly inky. So she wasn't feeling him wiping it down earlier because she was a little angry at him. Just a little. Good evening. Hi, Breathe Love Manifest. Welcome.
It's been a day.
Hello, guys. So, what's the song? We started from the bottom. Now we're here. We're only here. We're just like right here on the shoulder. We're just right here. So, any of you who've been tattooed,
from the bottom of her rear,
or you've gotten a large tattoo, you know that your pain travels. And so he was tattooing right here.
I told her felt it in her soul, then I remember she's ginger.
She doesn't have one. Jamie thought that her whole upper back was finished. She's like, oh my God, thank God we're done. And he just had to take a pee break and get a juice. And then she looked in the mirror and was very sad to find out that her entire upper back is not done yet. So she was not happy, and we figured maybe if there's the peer pressure of people watching her, she'll sit still. What was that? Look at her little feet. They're just dangling. I offered her footstools. I'm not a mean person.
You did.
But she wants to be able to fidget.
He's real happy about that.
Didn't somebody call and ask for a back sleeve?
They messaged and asked for a back sleeve. I thought it was cute. Not everything is a sleeve. Just because we call an arm a sleeve and a leg sleeve, not everything is a sleeve. We had somebody ask for, what did they ask for before, babe? A forehead sleeve or a head sleeve, and a throat sleeve. And I was like, it's just called a throat tattoo.
Turtleneck?
It's a turtleneck.
They make you one.
Hi, Eliar Husseinian. He said, hi, Mom. Hi. So very much admire your work. Thank you. How many hours will she go today? Whew. Well, we're not sure, but they got to get this whole outline done. So we're not counting the hours. We're counting the lines.
Progress, yeah. Counting the progress.
Yes. Lovely piece. Savage, right? Blue Aura said ink and booty. Best combo. Right?
Y'all have to be good at something.
Gypsy Crystal said, let me see that thong. Is that the thong? Let me see that thong. Now I'm going to have that stuck in my head. Thanks a lot, Gypsy Crystals. Dun-dun.
All night long.
Thanks a lot. You need help? Let me know, sir.
Now we're all going to be singing that.
I know. Something's crawling on her butt cheek. I hope not.
Dear God, I hope not.
How long have they been working on this? I think by the time the stencil was on and everything, it was about 2 o'clock. So about 5.5 hours so far. See, the thing is that Jamie has a round booty. And so it took quite a while to do the bottom part of the tattoo.
It's a
lines. There's a lot of
I
lines.
figured I'd get around to it.
Are they using numbing cream? That's going to be a negative.
No, I don't. That was a one-time.
Renee did that. Jamie is my favorite ginger. Ours too.
She's everybody's favorite.
Is he using the Packer? No, he's using a liner.
No, I'm using the 5.0.
Was numbing cream an option?
No.
Savannah used it for a little. I don't like it.
She's white paper. She is. Well, now she's kind of like reddish paper because her skin's a little pissed off. No, guys, no numbing cream.
No, I don't. Nobody. Savannah's a tattoo artist. She's sponsored by it. She sat awful the first time. And,
So that's how you get it.
I was just gonna say, this is not one of those things like if you do a bad job on the dishes, your mom won't make you do the dishes anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like you can sit horribly and then he'll let you use numbing cream next time, Jamie. It doesn't work like that.
Damn it.
I saw the wheels turning as soon as he said that out loud. I was like, don't say that. Everybody who sits bad is going to be like, I sit horribly. I need numbing cream.
That was the best idea I've had all day.
You mean getting a back piece wasn't the best idea?
Weird, yeah, no.
it wasn't her idea.
It wasn't.
They said try to fall asleep. Not everybody can do that.
Got another one finishing
Center
one
man,
on
thank
tomorrow.
you. No color, guys. Black and gray.
When have you ever seen me do color?
Jamie has a perfect booty. She does. It's like a little heart.
It's like a MILF of the shelf instead of alpha. MILF of the shelf. You like that? She laughs at my dad jokes.
Right?
Dad jokes for the win.
Des Donaldson said, you can do it. I just sat 19 hours, 3 days back to back. You're killing it.
Oh, God.
Fuck that. What did you get done?
Yeah.
And is it 19 hours total? You didn't sit 19 hours straight like in one day. I don't know about a tattooer that could do that. I'm sure somebody could. That's a hell of an outline. It is a hell of an outline.
It's not perfect. I'm running through it, and when it settles in, I can otherwise we'd be here.
The Real Timmy, he uses Nocturnal. It's put out by Inkies. It is Jack Rudy's line of black and gray. Hi, Heather Marie. She said, hi, wife crush.
Show everybody how hot you look today.
I know. You do really look hot, Michelle.
Oh. I'm wearing a Canadian tuxedo. It's a Canadian tuxedo. When you wear all denim, it's a Canadian tuxedo. Yes. Oh. Hi. My hair's a little frizzy because I toned my hair this morning, so I didn't have a chance to flat iron it. So it's a little. Anyways, hi guys. Back to the booty.
No, because my dog.
Oh, Jeannie Sandana, we miss you too. How are you?
My dog has a
Blue Wolf Blade, thank you so much.
Janie.
Yeah, Love Buns. Oh, your name's cute. Love K Buns. She said I had a lower back tat that I couldn't stop jumping from a little from the needle. She's a trooper. Yeah, tattooing anywhere near the spine sucks. I just figured I didn't need to give her any kind of precursor warning because she sat for her stomach like a fucking G. So I was like, she'll be fine. Yeah. How painful are chest pieces? Everybody's different, dude. I've seen people fall asleep to where the tattooer had to wake them up because they were snoring and it was vibrating too much and they needed them to stop snoring.
Jamie's not one of those.
Jamie's not one of those. And then I've seen other people scream the whole time and not finish it. So, I mean.
At least I'm not one of those.
Zan Handyman is still saving his throat for you. Oh, hey, yeah, actually, you're the one I was talking to before about renovations. Message me because I will forget later.
Renovations.
Yeah, he's the guy that he was going to renovate when we were buying that other house that had the casita in the back. I'm like, oh, maybe. He would, yeah. He does beautiful work.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, so message me. No pain, no gain, right? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. When did Joseph create his Instagram? Not long after Instagram came out, about 10 years ago. How cool is his shirt, you guys? Our friend Ryan from Solon designed it. I think it looks like Clay from Sins of Anarchy dressed up as Santa.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, yeah. What do you recommend for tattooing circles like that? Have a steady hand.
What do you mean? Just hold my breath and go.
And if you're going to do what he just said, don't pass out. That's the other piece of advice. Don't hold your breath and pass out.
But it's a lot better. It was like all right here.
If I ever finish my back or get more, I have to numb it or I'll ruin my own tattoo. Everything's black and gray. No color, guys. Just shading. Hello, I see that you're Iranian. I get it. If you guys just repeat the same thing over and over, I'm going to ignore it. So,
It's very obnoxious.
yeah, just find something else. And I love everybody announcing where they're from, but if that's all you have to say, don't keep saying it over and over and over again. People want to have like real conversation.
Like you're like a child.
Yes, look at me. Mom, mommy. Anybody have any questions? Give us a good topic to discuss. They have been on this since around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so it's been about 5.5 hours. It's 7:30 p.m. here in Las Vegas. Well, I mean, let's be realistic. All tattoos hurt. I mean, some people have a higher pain tolerance, but they hurt regardless. Some people just, you have to ask yourself what's tolerable and what's temporary pain. But he has to do the whole outline in one sitting. He'll go back and do shading and fine details, and it won't be such a long day because he'll focus on one area at a time. So you can kind of focus a little bit better and you're not feeling pain and irritation all over the place. But I wouldn't...
First session's always the worst.
Yeah. Well, somebody said shading on that's going to hurt, I bet. It all hurts, but it won't be as long of sessions. And it took a while to piece together this. It took a while to piece together the stencil. And then the first time you pieced it together, it wasn't the right size, so we redid it. Yeah, so... And I don't discuss pricing on here, guys. If you're serious about wanting to get tattooed, you can message me and we can discuss prices for a piece for you.
What's the saying?
Right, then you can't afford it. But if you're serious about wanting to get tattooed, just message here on Joseph's page and we can talk about the pricing for a piece for you specifically. But I don't ever tell how much. That's like asking her how much she makes an hour. Like, you know, it's just not tasteful. So I don't do that. And if you're just asking to ask because you want to know how much she spent, I don't see why it matters. They want to know what size liner you're using right now.
A 5. I'm using Da Vinci cartridges.
Oh, Kirsten, thank you so much. She said happy anniversary. Thank you, thank you. You're wondering how the healing will work. Do you have to change your whole wardrobe for that time? And the itching. Jamie, I don't remember. Did you like Sanoderm or no?
I didn't use it because I'm allergic to...
Okay, that's what I thought. So, most of our clients, we use Sanoderm or a product like it, like a Tagaderm kind of thing, which actually really saves you in the healing process because you don't have to put ointment on it for several days because it's covered in the plastic coating, the second skin. And it actually skips past a lot of the itching period and everything. And then when you take it off, it's got a decent surface heal after only about 4 days. And then it's just regular white unscented lotion. So we don't really have people put like Aquaphor or anything like that on it. We like stuff that's breathable and natural. And using something like an Aquaphor or an A&D ointment, it's synthetic and it doesn't allow the tattoo to breathe. It doesn't allow your skin to breathe. But that's just our opinion on it. Lots of people like Aquaphor and they do just fine with it.
Well, you can rub it in.
I'm sorry?
Most people don't rub it in all the way, and it sits on the skin and it can't breathe.
Junior Tat says, how do you like the wireless machines?
Oh, I love
Game
it.
changers.
They got the B charge now. Bishop has the shorter one, and it just goes on and off real quick, and it's lighter, so the counterweight is much better. I can finesse, move faster. It's a game changer.
Angel Bernard said, do we do tattoo conventions? We do. We only did Pasadena this year. We were doing quite a few conventions a couple years ago before COVID.
Still doing Empire?
Yeah, but they haven't gotten back to me, so I'll have to reach out to them again. But that's the next one that we were planning on doing is Empire State in May in New York City. Kirsten, what's your question? I don't understand. What do you mean? How do you prepare for a full back session?
How'd you prepare? She just showed up.
She just showed up. She got some sleep the night before, a little bit, not much. Eat a little bit, not too much. You don't want your body to be working on digesting your food.
Food uses a lot of energy to digest.
No, we work exclusively out of Vegas. Every now and then he goes to Vatican Studios in Orange County, but that's pretty much it. We have our own shop here in Vegas.
Be guest spotting at Chris's. What's this shop called?
I can't lie and say I remember because I'm terrible. You know how my memory is.
And Mark Longnecker's.
Oh, that's right. He does go down
summer and
in Cocoa Beach, Florida. But since COVID, he's been here at the shop only, pretty much. Just the one he did once at Orange County. Can you lay on your back after getting... Sure, if you're comfortable. I mean, some people are not comfortable. Their skin's irritated. But, I mean, I got my throat tattooed and I slept on my side. No problem. When you get back in Orange, I don't understand what you're saying.
Orange County?
Oh, when you get back in Orange. He doesn't have anything scheduled to tattoo out there anytime soon. Take a break and kiss who? Oh, me? There you go. There's your kiss.
I'll touch it. You'll touch it? Yeah, I'll touch it.
It is a lot of work in one sitting.
This magic moment.
Junior wants to know what's the longest session you've done since using wireless.
Oh, like 10 hours?
He's like looking at Jamie's back. He's like, today's gonna be it. Brie, it just really depends as far as how long we recommend people to keep the second skin on. It depends on you, honestly. I usually request that they try to keep it on for 3 to 4 days, but if you produce a lot of plasma and it's super goopy or it's leaking outside of it, I say if liquid can get out, then bacteria can get in. You need to take it off. If they develop any kind of irritation around the outside of it, when it's really, really hot in Vegas, it's like 115 out in the summertime, people can get heat rashes. So then I would recommend you take it off. So it really just depends, but we try to get people to keep it on for 3-4 days. Everybody's different, though. I've seen people that tell them to change it daily. That doesn't really make sense to me, and I think that would be more of a skin irritation to constantly rip it off when it's adhered to your skin. He's covering the good view. I know, but it has to happen sometimes. Nice hair. She has gorgeous hair. You can't even see all of it because it's pulled around front. She's a real ginger. She's a real girl.
She's a real girl.
What were we doing earlier? Look what I can do. Stuart. Oh my gosh. There's somebody on TikTok that Mackenzie showed us that for Halloween, they did Stuart and the mother, and it was the best thing I've seen in forever. I think the mother was better than Stuart, but I don't think that the people that they were trick-or-treating to understood what they were doing. It was so good. Sorry guys, I don't accept your requests when you want to get into our live video. It's really weird. I'm going to one time though, and then I'm just wondering what you're gonna do.
No.
Oh, Adam Cerna said, "What are some good self-help or motivational books that you recommend?"
Start with John Gary Bishop. It's called Stop Doing That Shit. It's really, really good. The Power of Habit. It'll explain why you keep making the same choices, whether like we're addicted to a lot of things that we don't even realize, like complaining and gossiping. It releases dopamine, like whatever chemical you're releasing, even the cortisol, your body gets addicted to it. So that's why you find yourself in the same patterns, and you're addicted to toxic people, like, and you don't even know it. So the Power of Habit explains like the whole reward center, and there's a whole like the subconscious knows the reward, so it'll go and do something that you don't want to do because of the reward. But John Gary Bishop explains so much. Like I like listening to his audio because he's Scottish, and he's like, you're fucking very blunt, educated, and he's a philosopher, and he's just like, stop doing that shit. He's like, stop explaining yourself. Like the whole, it's just he just keeps calling you out and like telling you why you keep doing it. Another one is Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson's. Hold on. It's explains so many good things. Jordan Peterson's The War of Art. Not the art of war, the war of art. Very, very good. Maybe I'll make a list and I'll post some.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can post it in his story.
I'm right now reading, I was listening and now I just got the book.
Becoming Supernatural? Is that what
Becoming Supernatural with Joe Dispenza. And he explains basically like what you learn in 12-step program. Like next week in like 6 more days, I'll have my 30 days clean and sober from everything, including I almost gave in to coffee. I mean, today, right now, it's like halfway through this tattoo, I'm like, oh, I'm already planning when I'm gonna smoke weed again. I'm like, no, I have to go a year. I've never gone longer than 32 days. And I've never gone longer than 32 days without weed since I was, I don't know, 14, 15. And I think when I was a teenager, it was just because we couldn't get it as easy. It wasn't by choice.
Somebody said 12 Rules for Life with Jordan Peterson.
Yes, Jordan Peterson's great. Gaber Mate, there's a lot of good YouTube stuff as well, and he talks about trauma and listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube, and just you got to keep on getting uncomfortable. Like yesterday, going and doing that breath work that was uncomfortable. This morning I woke up and I only wanted to do a quick 10-minute meditation. And I made sure I did a 30-minute one of just activating all the energy centers, your chakras. And then going and doing boot camp with a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds that were making me feel fucking old. I have no coffee, no stimulation, you know, and I just kept pushing. And the thing is like, you start learning to like stop getting upset about situations. So here's the scenario. I was on my way and I forgot that my truck's gas gauge is broken, and I was driving all the way across town, and I've been leaving my cell phone at home. I'm still going to yoga, I'm still doing things, but I'm not taking the phone with me to make these posts and tag like, look at me, like I just want to stay focused. And especially after yoga, I want to come out of there and stay grounded and not jump into my phone until I get home. Anyway, I forgot my phone, so I didn't have my debit card, I didn't have any cash, and usually I would freak out and call Michelle, and I was like, don't stress her out, because even if I called her nicely, I was like, babe, she was still stressed out and it would ruin her morning and have to worry about getting the kids, driving across town, and I'm driving, there's a point to this, and I'm driving, and I was like, don't get upset, there's nothing that you can change by getting upset. There's nothing, don't turn around, just go as far as you can and you'll figure it out. And I went there, and I barely had any fucking gas, barely fucking made it. And then when I got out, I wanted to ask the girls, one of the girls, could I borrow $20 and I'll have my wife Venmo you? And I just didn't want to, like, I was embarrassed, but I didn't want to stress. I was just going to figure it out. And I pushed through, and then I got here, and it all worked out. I had gas in the back of my truck still. I had enough left, and I coasted and just, like, put it in neutral down some hills and just figured it out. Then I got here, and I forgot my tracing. I had to go home. I didn't get upset. These things, this 3 times to do this, I didn't get upset. I just kept accepting things for what they were. Not because getting upset doesn't change anything except for the energy in your body. And everybody feels that too. And blaming other people. And the whole thing now, as the more and more grounded I get, and the more I work on myself, like I'm not in my head half as much, especially not with the coffee. And I'm not in my head replaying resentments. I don't care anymore. Like, and things will pop in, and the more you work, the meditation, and the more clear-headed, when you start thinking about the same loops, we're always in our head replaying, so-and-so did this to me, my brother did that to me, my dad did this to me, my fucking ex, my homie don't call me no more. Like, stop taking things personal. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, you need to hold on to resentment. It's just toxic, because there's nothing that ever changes. How many times have you laid in bed? And just thought and dwelled on something that's bothering you for hours, and you wake up eventually and nothing changed? You like can't outthink. That's the main problem, is we're always replaying these loops and these patterns of thinking. And when you're doing that, your brain will find something to fucking complain about and worry about. So that's where the consciousness, and you just check yourself. And like a lot of gurus and philosophers say, just be the watcher. Like, just watch your thoughts. Don't hang on to them. You're like, oh, I'm doing that again. And you just kind of laugh. And I will just lay there if I wake up early, and I'll just bring my attention into my heart and into my body, and I'll breathe into my heart, and I'll get out of my head. It sounds crazy, and it's hard at first, but you just have to do the work. Like last night, babe, right? We went and did 2 hours straight of breath work. How hard was it?
It was very
It
challenging.
was so difficult, and we just pushed through it, and there was rewards. You have to push through being uncomfortable. There's no rewards by getting comfortable. There's those sayings, you know, your comfort zone will kill you. You have to constantly challenge yourself. The universe is testing you. Every time I level up, the universe brings something else to test me to see if I'm worthy.
Honey, hold on just 1 second. Guys, you're like my 10-year-old child right now that I have to say, stop interrupting when someone's speaking. Somebody asked him a question. He's long-winded, but this is what you guys ask for, is for him to answer these kind of questions or to give these kinds of advices. And then other people are just like literally sending cry faces or talking shit because I'm not answering them. Am I going to interrupt my husband?
But you know what that is? Those people that talk shit, those people are not happy with
Right.
themselves.
They're like, wow, bro, come on, bro. He's not even reading this, dude. It's me. Calm down. We'll get to you.
like,
but if you're a dick, I won't.
But it's like, you calm down. Like, how old are you?
Right.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you, bro?
Right. Calm down.
I feel bad for you.
Matthew said, amazing answer. Miss Yoli, I'm not talking about you, even though you did say it like 16 times that you need appointments. But honey, if you're following him on a regular basis, you can tell that I always say, send a DM. That's all you got to do. Send a DM to his page, and I will answer you within a matter of a couple of hours or a couple of days.
And laughing, they're the same people that complain about everything. They complain about the same thing they've been complaining about forever.
Right.
They never do anything to change. They talk shit about all of their friends, and they're very, very unhappy. And you don't ever have to take those things personal. When people attack you on your page or talk shit to you, you gotta feel bad for them, because that's coming from somewhere in them that's bothering them. Because happy people, mature people, respectful people, they don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? I used to do that when I was younger, and because I was immature and fucking just an immature kid, you know? I didn't know how to handle my feelings. I wasn't in touch with anything. I thought everybody else was the problem, you know, and nothing you can say to those people will get through to them.
No.
Because there's what's called relative truth and perception. They see things different. There's nothing you can tell them that will ever change their perspective. It's the same people that argue about politics, the Trumpers, and they don't even know what they're arguing about. They're just angry, and they want to fucking complain about shit. They go to work and complain, and they go out and have drinks and complain, and then they come home and complain. And they never do anything to change it. 10 years will go by, you can disappear and go around those people again, and they'll still be complaining about the same fucking thing. Complaining about their job that they never left, complaining about their boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife.
Katarina, thank you. She said, I feel like you get a tattoo and enlightenment at your place. I'm here for it. Matthew said, this is therapeutic for me. Sorry, guys. Yes, I'm trying to show his work, but at the same time, when he turns and he's looking at me, as someone who is a respectful adult, I feel like you should look at the person who's looking at you as they're speaking to you. So I am going to pan out and show him when he's looking not only into my eyes, but into yours as he's looking into the camera. It's just a respect thing. So, and I'm not getting super close because he rolls back and forth a lot, and I'm not trying to be in the way. So you guys can see the whole piece from back here, and I'll zoom in on occasion. El Boogeyman, you don't gotta be here, dude. You don't gotta be here. You could stick to your day job and not be a keyboard warrior. Yoli, yeah, just send a DM, not to my page. People will think because I say DM me that I want it on my page. I very, very rarely read my own DM, so please DM Joseph's page and just remind me that you were on the live and that you're interested in talking about getting a tattoo. And I appreciate you. Like I said, I wasn't talking about you, even though you put the cry faces. It was the other dude that's like, come on, for the 4th time, bro. I'm not your bro, dude.
Don't bro me if you
don't bro me if you don't know me.
Those are the same guys that they drive crazy and cut you off, and then you pull up to the next light, they're behind you, and you're like, you just got mad and wasted gas for nothing. You're an idiot. I love those dudes. You just got yourself all upset.
Hi, Jen73. Hi, Carol.
You just wasted a bunch of gas.
Yeah, exactly.
People who race to red lights, that cracks me up too.
Mm-hmm. Opinion hurts? No, you said stick to your day job. Just tattoo, buddy. You're not paying him to be here. Desmond Tattoos, what's up?
That needs a hug. I'll hug you with my pants off.
With a big piece like this, how do you know where to begin? He usually begins at the end, literally, because that's the most painful part for most people, is down there on the bum cheeks. Hello in Toronto. I'm sorry, Toronto. I've been educated by our friend Nikki B. It is Toronto. You do not enunciate the T's. Just the first one. The little birds, that's because she has 3 boys. Taryn, you said, have I ever considered doing a tutorial on how to handle my business? Like how to run the shop, how to run the DMs and stuff? I guess I have thought about doing like little advice, like a live with questions. Funny thing, half the people that ask me to do that don't show up for the lives, and then the people that are on there are expecting to watch Joseph tattoo, and they get pissed off and tell me to stop talking. And thirdly, I went to college to get a degree, and that's the problem, that a lot of people can't run a tattoo shop because they hire a counter girl to run a shop. And just like any business, you need someone that knows business and accounting and
also, if you hire some random
organization,
person, your business is not in their interest. So
Yeah.
You're not going to treat people the way that you want to.
nobody's ever gonna take the time and consideration for his clients like I
When you go to a
do.
place of business, someone's rude to you, it's because they don't care. It's not their place. It's just a job, and they're not happy.
Right. You can't pay someone to care. They either do or they don't.
They're not invested.
And I am, because this is our whole livelihood. I quit my career and we opened the shop, and I genuinely care about our clients. And in our experience, not necessarily in our shop, but we've seen it in other people's shops where they hire a counter girl or a manager, and she's catty because she sees hot chicks come in and she gets jealous, so she's fucking rude to them. And I will never allow somebody like that.
It's all reflection.
Yeah.
People are haters.
The bass player. The bass player. He says, how is it working around with scars? Usually go for more freeform organic pieces as the only option, or is it feasible to do other types such as specific objects?
I kind of don't understand.
So he's saying, like, to work around scar tissue, can you do something that's got a lot of intricate lines, like a geometric piece, or should you do something that's more free-form to kind of hide the scars?
Yes.
I think that's his question.
I think you just answered your own question, yeah. And it just depends how old the scar is.
Chalker
like-
called you the bald Picasso.
What's that?
The bald Picasso.
So it depends if it's like skin graft where it doesn't really have any pores. So if it's like really traumatized, then and then also you got to tell them it might be a few sessions. And you just
Yeah.
go over it lightly, see how it heals.
And that was actually what Christina just asked, a similar question. She said, do you have advice for tattooing on skin grafted areas? Skin graft is a whole different issue because they don't really have pores, right, babe?
Right.
So, because it's kind of like almost like dead skin that you've put over other skin to patch it up. So, he's done like burn scar tissue before that's been skin grafted, and it just doesn't have the same
Natalie's
texture.
back tattooing over it. But some people just get lucky.
Right.
It really is like a crapshoot, and sometimes you got to take a chance.
Oh no, love. Scars can definitely affect it, and we request that your scar be 2 to 3 years old, and it has to be a flatter scar. It can't be keloided, because if you keloided on the original surgical scar, you could keloid even more with the tattoo. Angel, he's actually booking right now for March and June. I have a couple spots left in March and then June of 2024.
Oh shit! I told somebody February.
I think I have 2 days left in February, like 3 left in March. April and May are completely full. So yeah.
So that's why these larger projects work out for people. So it gives them time to save, and it makes it more realistic for, So I tattoo a lot of like everyday girls, and
Everyday girls. Are those like round the way girls?
She's the only one for me.
How long does he usually tattoo for on someone who sits as still as her? Well,
she's
sitting
a little
she's
better
on
'cause
her
she's on
best
camera.
behavior because
That's why I was
she's
like, go live. In my head, I was like, go live. She'll probably sit better out of ego, pride.
You feel like he's being nicer because he's on camera? It's possible.
Definitely not me,
I ain't no bitch.
Oh no, she told me earlier, she's like, I'm a puss, Michelle. And I was like, you're supposed to give me hope. I have to have my back redone. She's like, at least I'm telling myself I only have to do this once because I only have one back. And I was like, yeah, unless you're like me and you have to cover the whole thing. And then Joey's had his done like 3 times.
Three cover up.
I did say 2024.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Part of that is because he does such big pieces, guys. So you figure if you do a large, like a full leg sleeve, you're looking at like 7 to 10 sessions. So if I book someone every month for 10 months, that's a whole year. You got a wedgie, that's for sure. So here, hold on, let me explain this. So I only have him work, so you figure it takes him a full day to draw a large piece like this. Okay, so if he draws on Tuesday, he tattoos on Wednesday. If he draws on Thursday, he tattoos on Friday. So he technically only tattoos 3 days a week, but he works 6 days a week on weeks that he has.
I drew this yesterday. I woke up at 2 a.m. and
right.
drew it.
So I'm explaining, babe. Don't confuse it. Now, not every session is a brand new session that he has to draw for. So sometimes he lucks out and he only works 4 days a week because he might have 1 new drawing and 3 days of shading or 2 days of shading. So then that's only 4 or 5 days he works. So that also spreads out his calendar because I don't have him coming into the shop every day. Doesn't mean he's not working. He's still at home drawing, or drawing for other projects like t-shirts or stickers or other projects he's doing. I don't want to give too much away, but there's always something going on. So that, like I said, it's not like he's here at the shop tattooing 5 days a week and he's booked all the way out till 2024, but he is working every day. So I tried to do that because he used to draw. He would wake up at like 5 a.m., draw all day, and then come to the shop at like 1 and tattoo till midnight and repeat the process. Yeah. That's not healthy.
Crashing.
Do I have a lisp? No, I don't have a lisp. Do I have a lisp? Go fuck yourself.
This is so... Remember.
He said it, just noticed. It's really cute. Thanks so much, but I don't have a lisp. Rude. Anyways, actually, I think lisps are cute too, but I don't have one.
Like Lainey? Does she have a little kind of?
I think so. It is super cute.
Her pole dancing is cute. She's getting good.
I know she's getting really good.
Girl, she's building the booty.
She's like airwalking. Anyways, so yeah, I did say 2024. Also, you have to remember, like, we need time off too to do family vacations and stuff. So for like, that's why he's booked already for April and May, because his birthday's in April and I booked us off 2 weeks in. Hey babe, in April of 2024, you finally get 2 weeks off. You know how you guys get paid vacation from work? We don't. So, and then like sometimes I forget to book us off vacation. So we'll go like 7 months of working without having any time off. So then when we get cancellations, we're like, nope, not filling that spot because we need like 2 days off in a row. Do we get many clients from different countries? Many clients from many different countries, but right now it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I actually do a lot of our consultation just through DMs, and then yes, we'll send videos sometimes to people, and then if they're local or if they come to Vegas often, we'll have them come in before their appointment for a tracing, things like that.
This is back piece month. I'm finishing another one tomorrow, and then Tuesday I'm starting a new one.
He does a mix of both. He does iPad drawings and traditional hand drawings. It's just it is kind of a mixture of both, like you said. The iPad's a handy tool when you need to do something that's symmetrical on both sides. He used to do all that by hand, and it was not fucking fun.
Things would be off, and it's like, you get what you get.
You live at the Orange County Airport? I'm sorry.
You're so tough. Tough girl.
Yeah, Katarina, the best way to do it is send me a DM and on Joseph's page. And then what I'll do is ask you what you want to get tattooed, where on your body, how big. I ask that because sometimes people will want, they'll tell me what they want. And I'm like, ooh, yeah, I love that. And they're like, on my forearm. And I'm like, okay, that's too much detail to put on a forearm. Or they'll say on the top of my foot, I want a mermaid with this and this and this. And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff to put on, 4x3. So I ask what you want to get tattooed, where, how big. People say I want to get my back tattooed, and we get really excited over back pieces, and they're like, no, I just wanted like a small piece the size of a hand on my shoulder blade. And I'm like, oh, well, that's too much detail, So I ask those questions. We'll go back and forth. You'll send me some pictures of the area you want to get tattooed. We ask for pictures so we can not only see the amount of space you have available. Sometimes people forget that they have small tattoos, birthmarks, scars, moles, freckles.
Speaking of birth, is this worse than birth?
Yes.
Ooh. So I ask those kind of questions. We get some pictures. I'll give you an estimate on how much it's going to cost or how many sessions it's going to take. And then you can send a deposit through electronic payment. We get you some appointments set in his book. That is the process, guys. The process. You're in England, and this is wicked. Thanks, Kirsty. It says Kirsty Hickling, but I saw Kirsty I saw Kirsty Thickling, and I was like, oh, Thickling. So that's what we're gonna call you, Kirsty Thickling.
Right now.
She's a pillow biter. Ask her what she does to keep busy during the session. She's doing it right now. She is chewing on her bed pillow.
She's actually smiling. She's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm a psychopath. At the breathwork, what's that amazing man's name? I keep forgetting his name.
Last night, Vitaly.
He's like, you're all crazy for being here. He's like, I'm crazy. He's like, you're crazy to come here.
Vitaly, if you're watching this, come down. Jamie could use some breath work right now.
I did breath work on the toilet. But I did.
When I came in, I asked her how it was going, and she said that they're having a Lamaze class because they were both doing breathing exercises to try and him to have patience and her to get through it.
Not drinking any coffee or stimulants makes me more fluid.
The real DFB. So, you said she's a soldier. I get what you're getting at with that, but somebody said that to Joey a few years back, and he was like, "I'm not a soldier."
She's not a soldier. She's I almost said a naughty nurse.
But that's like saying, "Oh, bye, sweetheart. Have a good night." I'm so proud of you. It's 8:00. It's like past your bedtime. He's got bedroom eyes. He's gonna go crawl in the back of the van and go to sleep. Bye. Love you. But somebody told Joey, they're like, man, you got so many tattoos. You're a soldier. And he's like, I'm not a soldier. Like, that's taking away from actual soldiers. Saying
soldier,
that.
A warrior.
Oh, geez. You know what I'm saying. Yes. How does Joseph's body not hurt after all these back-to-back large pieces?
Oh,
it does. He has to get massages. Yes. And he's actually working on another back piece tomorrow. But it's just shading, and it's finishing it up. Sarah K. We're so excited. We've got 2 Sarahs. One's got 1 more session to go, but she's in school, so she needed a little break. And our Sarah K. will be here tomorrow to finish hers. So excited. Guys, we really appreciate you guys tuning in from all over the world. Like, it's such an honor. We really appreciate it. And I know I'm fucking annoying, okay? I don't like listening to my own voice, but, you know, somebody's got to read the questions out loud. Go. All right. Joey did a non-talking challenge, or he attempted to, a couple years ago. It almost killed all of us.
Yeah, I made it. I made it a couple weeks.
Z2 Nice 83.
You know what ashram is, right?
Oh, thank you, Peter Pan. Z2 Nice 83. You said his work's amazing. You want a tattoo, but you don't like needles. Getting a tattoo is very different. People say I don't like needles. Most people don't like a needle, like a syringe needle going into them. Getting tattooed, it doesn't feel like a needle, and it's only going into your second layer of dermis, so it's not the same thing. I'm not saying like you'll like getting tattooed. I'm just saying that if you have a fear of needles, don't let that give you a fear of tattoos. It's a very, very different feeling. It's a skin abrasion. Kirsten, he actually just addressed that a little while ago. If you missed it, babe, he said never again. Because Jamie was like, what? Numbing cream? Was that an option? It's not an option. He did not like it.
And it wears off. And
Cervena's earned her tattoo. She's got a lot of tattoos already. And she knows she doesn't sit well. When you get so many, you get to a point where you're over it. And your mind is like, why am I doing this? And she just wanted to fill in another spot on her leg.
You gotta feel it. You should feel your pain. We're always avoiding pain. That's why a lot of us have the problems we have. And the addictions and the fucking mental fucking struggles, is that we're always avoiding feeling and always avoiding pain, always trying to be comfortable. We're not supposed to be this comfortable. We live in an amazing time, but think of our ancestors, how uncomfortable, the things they lived through, the pain they endured. No, there's not the comforts that we have today. We are blessed, but that's why a lot of us are weak, bitch-ass motherfuckers, because we fucking avoid pain, avoid feeling, avoid confrontation.
Lindsay, we miss you too.
Lindsay, what's Lindsay?
From Portland.
Oh, what up, Lindsay? Lindsay, you gotta feel your pain. Pain has become my friend.
Yes, we're in Las Vegas, sweetheart.
Not LA. No.
Claudio said, hello, I'm here in TJ. I've been following you guys for a while now. Thank you so much.
That's a great name. I like that. That's a good name. That's a strong name, Claudio.
It is. It's a good name. Dan Razi, he doesn't really do cover-up, so no, he can't do a tattoo on top of your tattoo.
My skin, there's be a lot of skin breaks that'll show through. It's not.
It is a lot of work, yes, absolutely. Daily with K. Hey, from Philly, what's up, TJ?
What up, Philly?
What time is it here now? It's 8:12 p.m.
Beer 30 for Jamie.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and Jamie was like, what the fuck? It's 8:30.
I told her we'd be here till 10. And Miss Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, yeah, what I was saying earlier is Walter gave you a rash guard, a Cascow rash guard, and he said for you to wear it to yoga.
Yeah.
I think that's his saying. He hasn't seen you at jiu-jitsu in 2 days, so you might as well wear it to yoga.
Wear it to yoga.
He's leaving to Brazil on Wednesday.
Oh, is he? I thought he was going to Hawaii.
No, he's going to Brazil. He's like, I can't wait. Countdown. I'm leaving on Wednesday. They have currently been tattooing for a little over 6 hours, guys. She took some ibuprofen earlier just to keep any kind of inflammation down a little bit, but that's all. She hasn't taken anything else. Pain pills don't really work for most people when you're getting tattooed, and they make people itchy and weird. And
pain pills are for like a serious injury, like
I've
it's
seen
not for pain that's being inflicted now. It's for like existing.
I've seen Valium and stuff like that work because it calms you. Yeah. It relaxes you, takes away anxiety.
So something I've learned through my journey of yoga and the spiritual journey is that pain we're feeling is not, it's pain inside that we haven't dealt with that's coming up. Okay? A lot of these people are like, quit your day job. They don't understand. They probably will never understand. And maybe in the next life, you know what I mean? But remember, when somebody makes you angry, no one can actually physically make you angry. That anger they triggered you and the anger came out of you. So, in yoga, there's these, yin yoga, you sit in these poses for 5 minutes and lots of pain comes up. And it's coming from somewhere. Uncomfortability, pain, it's stuff you haven't dealt with. So when you're in this physical pain, it's more than just the physical, it's inner pain. And I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, and that's okay. But
somebody just asked, Z2 Nice asked,
especially busy people, busy moms, y'all don't have time to deal with pain and bullshit, right?
Nope.
Fucking work, go out, come on, sleep, pass out, wake up, repeat. And you just shove that pain down, shove the fucking problems down, and these things are arising. So it's good to face it and release it. She's gonna sleep really well tonight.
They want to know what volts you have your liner on.
An 8.
Z2 Nice said, I know you can't drink alcohol when getting a tattoo. Can you get high? Can you smoke weed when getting a tattoo?
Of course, yeah.
Some people, we were talking about that earlier.
I'll let her drink the last hour, the last hour or two. I'll let people drink if they're not annoying.
We were talking about it earlier. Joey says that some people, it makes them overthink their pain or get into their head too much.
If you're not an avid smoker, and then edibles, it's such an intense high, a different high. It may hit you and be too intense, and you're just going to be in your head more like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Mellow73, yeah, she's taken a couple of breaks. Not many, though.
No, we only took like 3 breaks.
Buddha4, you said, what's the cup is needles in? Or it's called a hive cup because it's a hexagon, so it's kind of like a honeybee hive.
It keeps the needles from
drying up, so the ink doesn't dry up inside the cartridge. And we just put some distilled water in there, and then they sit in there. So every time he takes a cartridge out, he pops it in there, and it holds 5 cartridges at a time. Super, super helpful. And he wants to know what you're lining with right now. Are you still using a 5?
With an 11.
11. Oh, these are for your boulder lines?
I'm lining with a 1211 round from Da Vinci. They're Da Vinci cartridges.
From Bishop Rotary.
Bishop Rotary, and 11. I got an 11, a 9, a 7, a 5, and a 1003, 803, 603 for the finer, but we're not getting to the super fine line, just the major.
The real DBF. Some of the tattoos I got done, I was on illicit drugs, LOL. I didn't feel anything. Guys, they're cutting us off. You only get an hour with your live, and it says we got 1 minute and 51 seconds left. Babe, closing words.
Follow us on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok.
Lean into the pain.
Joseph Heff's Tattooer on TikTok.
And ask yourself why you're being a dick and angry and upset. It's coming from somewhere. We love you.
Bye, guys.